Welcome back. Welcome back to another exciting episode in Fusion Manufacturing. Today we're talking about soft jaws and how we can use them in the manufacturing process. Stick around. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, for this second setup, we are going to use a very specific work holding vise with the soft jaws already built. In the future, I will show you how to make soft jaws, but right now we're just going to work with a vise that's already created. Those are going to be in the student share drive. So we're going to go to Sim. We're going to choose manufacturing for milling. And then you can see right here, it is called 3.2. On the 5-inch soft jaw vise. So we're going to right click and say insert into current design, and it will go ahead and import. We're just going to click OK, and then the most important thing is we're going to break the link, and there we go. And then we're going to take this part and we're going to go ahead and import it into the vise as well. So we're going to right click and say insert part, and then we are going to drag it out of the way and just get it so we can view it. Now, the easiest way to assemble this is we're going to go on the keyboard J for join, or we can go to assembly join. And I am just going to grab the center point of one of the fillets on the radius, so this one here. And then I'm going to match it. If we flip this over, it would be this one right here. And then it should flip over and mount. That's not the way it should look, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees and then click OK. Now, when we work with soft jaws, especially in second setup machining, it really becomes advantageous to model the stock. So kind of model what we did in the first operation into a separate component so that we can use that component to show where there is stock. So what we're going to do is if we open this up, I've already pre-done this. You can see here this says second setup stock. And if we turn that on, you can see that that now mimics what we achieved after the first setup. So we're going to use that in our setup in the manufacturing process. Before we do that, let's go ahead and save our work. So I've gone ahead and saved it. So our next step is we're going to jump on over into manufacturing, and we are going to do a setup just like before. For this setup, the machine we're going to use is the Mini Mill 2. So I'm going to go ahead and select my Mini Mill 2. And then we are going to select the model. And of course, I got to open all this up so we can access the model. And we have to be careful. We are going to select this model here, which is ultimately this body, which we have, which is not the second part because we're going to use that for the stock. We had a little glitch in the process, so I had to go back and fix it. So I'm going to explain what I did. So in the setup, if I right click and hit edit, I had chosen for the model this whole part right here, which included the stock, which had problems. So what I went back is I exited out of this and I opened up body and just selected body 1. And that picked only the part, not the part and its stock, i.e. this piece. And that solved our facing problem. Now, we do have to move the origin. All the previous lessons, you just let the origin pretty much ride where it was, or you moved it around on the part. We're actually going to move the origin to the vise. So we're going to come here to where it says origin, and we want to select a point. And then we need to be careful here because I drew some lines in to show you where it should be, but we are going to select this outer point as our origin. And we got to make sure X and Y and Z are all in the proper locations, which they are. Z is going up, X is going to the right. And then we have our origin. For our fixture, we're going to go ahead and select the entire vise, which is everything but the two parts, both the stock and the part. So we have all of that. Then we're going to go ahead and go to stock, and we're going to switch it from relative to from solid, and we're going to select the stock here. And then we're going to go to where we place it on the machine, and if we just go point to point, and you're using my vise, it should automatically align on the machine correctly. Because the origins match. So that looks good. And then we're going to go to the final tab. The program number for us today is 20932. and this is FMM 3.2, and then our last name. And then we are going to use, if you didn't notice when I zoomed in earlier, it tells us exactly on the vise what this origin point is, and it's G154P1. So we're going to drop down extend, and we are going to make this 1, and you can see right underneath it, it will generate the proper code, work offset number, I'm sorry. And then we go ahead and click OK. Now it's all set up, and we just have to do 2 basic operations. So I'm going to run through these quickly because these should be repetitive for you. We're going to go ahead and do facing. We're going to select from our tool library our standard facing mill, which is from our student tool library. It's going to be the 2.65 in brass. We're then going to move over. We can skip all of these tabs because we're not going to adjust the origin or the axes. We're not going to adjust the geometry. We're not going to adjust the heights. The only thing we want to limit is the step down. We're going to stick with 40 thousandths per pass. So we're going to come down here to multiple depths, and the default should be 40 thousandths per pass, which it is. So we have multiple depths. We're going to go ahead and click OK, and we're going to get our lines. Unfortunately, I left the model on, so I'm going to turn off the stock model by going here. And now we're getting what we should have after the operation. The next step is a simple chamfer with 20 thousandths. So we're going to go 2D chamfer. We're going to select our tool. From the tool library, it should be tool number 3. And once again, we're going to choose the brass. And then we're going to come over to the geometry and select the outermost ring. And then come to passes, and we're going to put on a 20 thousandth chamfer just to knock off the sharp edge, and go ahead and click OK. And that concludes FMM 3.2 with working with soft jaws. Specifically, also note that the origin is not on our part. So this was hopefully a useful lesson for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.